Welcome to our extraordinary life, a wild ride of freedom, adventure, and not conforming to the norm. So buckle up and come along for the madness. It's gonna be out the gate. Kia ora and welcome back to our channel and our next adventure. We'll call this one Avoiding Cyclone Tam. If you didn't know, Cyclone Tam hit New Zealand pretty hard.
If you're on the road, take care out there, plan your trip, and just think about the weather.
So, being safe Kiwis, we delayed our East Cape trip and this is what we got up to instead. Although we had plenty of speed bumps, a trip to the vet twice, and having to get the Mack tracks out, we still managed to see some beautiful scenery and make even more memories. So here's to avoiding Cyclone Tam. Our first adventure, driving into the Whirinaki Forest located next to the Aotearoa National Park. Greeted by wild-ish horses, we knew this spot was going to be magical. So secluded from anywhere else, and the native bush was absolutely stunning. Check out this epic drive up to the lagoon car park. Now, we didn't plan on staying the night, but we got here too late to do the walk, so we just had to. It is important to note that this forest is no dogs allowed. After staying the night in the car park, the next morning it was time for some fun. What are we doing today, this morning, Louis?
We're going for a stroll.
Where are we going for a stroll?
In the forest at...
Whirinaki Forest. No, we're not doing that one.
Are we not? In this area, there is northern kaka, kiwi, kiriru, weho, kakariki, fernbird, whitehead, northern robin, weka, and short-tailed bat. I've never seen a bat, but I have seen a weka.
Can you hear the call that's in the background? It stopped, but I don't know what type of bird that is. You'll start, I'm sure. Oh look, and we can learn about trees. Kahikatea.
White pine.
What else is a tall one? Lemur. Oh. Right, gotta turn the Strava on.
We never turn the Strava on.
This is, we're gonna go. We're actually gonna run it so that we save time, and we can get better at running. So there we go. Let's go.
Got to put underpants on. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Waterfall loop return. Yep. We won't be going 10 kilometres though. Hopefully not. Good question. I'm hoping it's 10k there. I mean 10k loop. So that we only, because the waterfall's about at the halfway point, so it'll be at 2.5k's ish. Hindsight is a great thing. If we just read to the left of that pole, we would have seen that the canyon was only 1 kilometre away. That looks so cool. Slippery. That's pretty.
Dead as. Oh, cool.
Wow. We're on the hunt for the Whirinaki Canyon, a river that runs in between two stone walls and looks something like it was back 1,000 years. Will we find it before we hit 5k's? God, I hope so. But you'll be the first to know. Beautiful. Ah!
This is so cool.
Still optimistic and slightly oblivious we would find the waterfall and canyon less than 2 kilometers away. We were in for a shock.
Yeah. So this is the trunk. And it broke. Oh my god, it's huge. Stand on it for reference. Or stand next to that for reference. Good boy. Oh, you look so tiny. Crazy. Wow. The trunk is so big. Oh, it's a bummer it fell. This is, I'm not 100% sure, judging by the bark of the skin, I'm gonna guess that it might be, I don't know, Rimu? No, or kahikatea. No, it's too thick to be a kahikatea. Yeah. I'm gonna put in Rimu and then I'm gonna Google it and see if I'm wrong. Yeah, right, almost at the 2.5. Okay, it's the waterfall.
She's a runner, she's a track star. Alright, we're sitting at about a k and a half from the waterfall. Probably at about 5 k's in at the moment, roughly. Well, the run's going pretty good. How about you, Carla? Going good?
Yes, it's a good challenge.
Good challenge. Bit of fitness. Test the old lungs out. I can't wait to get to the waterfall.
At this point, we accepted our fate and we knew that we'd be running the full 10, 11, 12, however long it was, kilometres. But the views were still beautiful.
Stand in front of it. That's good.
That was hard. I swear it was longer than
Worth it.
kilometers.
Let's go down here. There's a toilet.
Yeah.
You're gonna go?
Right, so obviously when you go running, of course you're gonna need to go, but there's no toilet paper, so here I go. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh.
Although it's not the most majestic waterfall we have seen, this walk is still 10 out of 10. I highly recommend that you should do it.
Just got narrow real quick.
Yeah, the water's run through and washed away the track. It's like a skiing chute.
Wow, we're over 10 k's in and I'm really struggling.
She's doing great.
No sign of the car park. And also, we have not seen the canyon yet, even though we did the whole loop. We ended up doing the whole loop. There's no canyon yet. I feel like we're only 1k from the start and nothing, so whether it's right at the start or it's not even on the walk, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but hopefully it's coming up. Is there another viewpoint?
This is the canyon.
Wow. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
I saw a track back there.
Yeah, so did I.
You wanna go?
There's no just back there.
The Whirinaki Forest Park is absolutely stunning. It's so untouched and just almost like you're stepping back in time. You can thank the Ngāti Whare tribe, who are the guardians of this forest, not letting the deforestation happen.
Worth it?
Worth it. I'm going to show you on how to do the cool photos. So you take a live photo like that, right? And then you go live, and then you go long exposure, and anything that's moving will go all blurry. Isn't that cool?
Top tip.
Final summary of the Whirinaki Forest loop track. If you want to see the waterfall, you have to go right to the end of the loop. If you want to see the canyon, you just go to the left of the post and then you'll see it right there.
Keep going.
Reaches for the phone.
Right through the finish.
She has to
Right through
stop his driver. 11 o'clock on the dot. And woo! We did it.
That's so much fun.
So that's the longest Louie's ever run in one go. And that's the second longest run I've ever run in one go, after vowing to myself after I did a half marathon that I would never run that far again. The half marathon was actually the hardest thing physically, maybe mentally, that I have ever done. So it's always good to have something that you compare everything else to. You know, like just then I was like, oh, it still wasn't as hard as running 21 Ks, you know. So you got to go out there and do hard things sometimes. And it was hard, but it wasn't that hard. So big shout out to Jodie, if you're watching this, for making me do that half marathon, because now I compare and think about it every day. Hashtag trauma.
Continuing our trek inland to try and avoid Cyclone Tam as much as possible, we headed into Taupō. We got a beautiful view of Mount Tauhara.
A gloomy morning in Taupō. What are we going to do, you might ask? We are on the hunt for another thermal pool. Kyla is leading the navigation. I don't know how it'll go. She's not got the best history with navigation after yesterday's run effort, but we're here.
This is called the Spa Park in Taupō, and it's another naturally heated pool. I know it's not as hot as the one in Aotearoa, but we're pretty sore from yesterday because we ran 12Ks and then did a CrossFit class at Kia Ora Strength and Conditioning last night, which was really fun. So our body needs this TLC.
What we should have brought on this trip is frisbees, because we've gone through a fair few parks that have had frisbee golf setups.
Yeah.
And now we just have to pretend, so
It's a fun
I'll show you
activity.
what you do.
And it's landed 10 feet away. And we know that it's not going to be very relaxing with the dogs, but we went on a 12K run without them yesterday, and we just feel stink leaving them on another walk. So they're coming with us.
Oh, it's very clear. We could do a hot cold. Could do a hot cold. Are you going to? I'll video you. It's warm, it's not cold, eh?
It's pretty cool. Is it warm? Oh yeah. I think that one's warmer.
Really? That's not warm.
I think that one's warmer.
It's pretty warm. It's not as warm as the Kerosene Creek, but it's still a lovely warm bath.
Yeah. An awesome free activity to do with the family, especially when it's a rainy day. Yep, if you didn't catch that, we headed to the Hookah Falls where I got to meet one of my friends from Whangarei, and we had a bit of a catch up and we got to see a river that goes from 100 meters across down to only 15 meters across, and that's where you see this amazing rushing water that's happening. Definitely a popular tourist attraction. Louis was wearing his poncho and bare feet, and he was walking around and everyone was looking at him like he was in the set of The Hobbit. That was the Hookah Falls. It was busy. Yeah, it's definitely a tourist attraction, and it's also a public holiday here in New Zealand. That was my friend Sam. She is also from Whangarei, and she's driving down to Hawke's Bay, so it was cool to catch up with her. Made me excited to head home in less than a month. We are still at the Waikato River, and we're going to go check out some water that moves really, really fast.
Oh yeah, they go up to the pool.
Yeah, so pretty much there's like a dam opening, is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's just some gates on a dam, I think.
And they open at 12 p.m. noon, so the crowds are coming. Everyone's going to go have a look at this water that rushes through really, really quickly. It was a 5-star rating on Google review. An alarm just turned on. You're excited?
Yeah.
Turn on again! Okay. Thank you. I thought it was going to unleash the whole thing. Maybe it does. Well, that was underwhelming.
It looks cool. Look at all the water.
Yeah, it is cool. I thought those white things were going to like fully like go boom.
Anyway, the one in 5 meters.
Wow, the water level is really risen though.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. This is where things get a little bit shaky, team. Things take a turn for the worst and we just completely forget to document anything. Put in a team. What has happened since I last saw you? So we were in Taupō. It was raining, you know, but it was still okay. We ended up going for a training session at Summit Fitness, which was awesome. And then when we got back to and then Louis overheard someone saying that it was going to be 24 degrees in the Hawke's Bay, and we were like, whoa, we need to get into that action. So we decided to leave Toppo and head to Hawke's Bay, but it was pretty late, so we didn't we didn't get all the way. I found this little parked up spot kind of by a river, and I'll show you soon. And also when we got back to the truck after training, Chummy wasn't acting right, and so we're really concerned about her, so we're going to head to a vet in Napier or the Hawke's Bay to get her checked out, so hopefully everything is okay. This is our spot. This is our spot. Nice little bridge. Lovely little river. It was perfect for the night. We had running water shushing us to sleep. So where do I start? Chummy wasn't using her back legs, so we decided to take her to a vet in Napier. On the way, we thought Chummy became incontinent and she was shivering and so not herself. The vet told us to put Chummy down today because quality of life, urine infection, kidney infection, blah, blah, blah. Louis and I were devastated. We were bawling our eyes out. So we asked for some time to think and we called Louis's mum and sister. we decided we would meet them in Taupō, which is a 5-hour drive for them and a 5-hour drive for us, so they could say goodbye to Chummy. When we got there though, Chummy all of a sudden was wagging her tail, trying to walk, and she even went pee by herself. It was an absolute miracle, so since then we've been monitoring Chummy and not letting her walk as we think it's a disc injury. After a great evening with Louie's family, we headed to Tauranga Vet for a second opinion and some pain relief. Good morning. We are in a great mood this morning because Chummy just did a poo by herself. Woo! We're on our way to the vet for a second time. Hopefully this time will be less eventful and more optimistic. So for the final time of this trip, we headed to Whakatane. So we made it to Whakatane. We did a workout at a Metcon gym with our teammate, and now we ventured back to Thornton Beach to find a spot for the night. Come and check it out. Absolutely stunning. And the morning was no exception either. Waking up to a beautiful sunrise in a 10 out of 10 location. Can't get any better than this. Eager to get cracking into our East Cape trip, we decided to head off, but not without cracking open the Mack tracks because our back wheels got stuck. First pop though, easy peasy. Yay! These Mack tracks definitely aren't weighted for 12 tonne or even 8 tonne as we're sitting at, but they do the trick on soft surfaces. I do not recommend on hard surfaces. Anyway, that was our avoiding Cyclone Tam adventures. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to see our East Cape adventures coming up in the next video. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye!